What episode is this? 13?
13.
Welcome. Hello, everyone. This is episode 13 of the Imaginary. Oh, there goes my light. I'm no longer a little bit blue on this side. Welcome to the Imaginary Tavern. I'm Barnaby, your DM, joined by some wonderful players below. Do you guys want to introduce yourself while I fix my light?
Okay. Pignut.
Yeah. I'm Mark. I'm playing Pignut Fiddlehead. A ranger.
Famously a ranger. Hi, I'm Sarah. I play Baskia. Can you start again? I don't know if we should start again.
No.
Absolutely not. We are here for the
Okay.
carnage.
Carnage.
She's Topiary Erda, played by Bing.
Whoop whoop.
Very, very reasonably middle-aged.
And a liar.
Some people in this party.
At least I'm not dead. I mean, that's both of you right now.
So last time we met, which was a little while ago for us, so hopefully won't be too rickety on the details. You basically fought Duragar, as well as Sefik, the man that you have been tracking for many a day and many a session, to the who was having some sort of sordid meeting, probably not sordid, but having a meeting with the Duragar atop the Second White Lady, the old ferry, which used to run between here and Caer Konig and Caer Dineval, two of the next towns over. However, has been frozen in the ice since the Rime began. After a grueling fight, Baskia, did you decapitate the Duragar?
No, I just sort of slow stabbed him.
Classic slow stab.
Classic slow stab.
Classic slow stab. Whoa. Did I say it right? I feel like it came out wrong in my brain.
It sounded good. It sounded good.
Oh, good. However, after landing that killing blow, Baskia, you were knocked out or nearly killed by Sefik yourself. But being quickly stabilized by Topiary and Pignut, you were left in the snow, stabilized, unconscious, as Topiary and Pignut chased Sefik through Easthaven. Sefik was heading towards the not the White Lady, the Wet Trout, the local tavern run by the White Dragonborn Demetra. There, you ceremoniously smashed his head in with your mace, Topiary, right on the steps of the tavern. Finally vanquishing Sefik, a man who had been murdering people all throughout 10 towns, a man who was embodying Oriel's will to ensure those who should be sacrificed are sacrificed to the Frostmaiden. We ended as we will begin about now. It's just me debating whether we start with Baskia or we start with Topiary or Pignut.
Roll for it.
Roll for it. No, we're going to start with Baskia. Baskia. The snow and ice you are lying on is cold, especially now since the ring that had been hanging around your neck, the ring that Marta gave you, has now lost all its power. The power drawn by Ronaldo and the White Lady, only this afternoon, that gave you a seance and a wealth of information. And that information came at the cost of losing your ability to fight off the cold. And even now, wrapped up again, the snow is making your clothing wet and damp, and you can feel your skin begin to prickle with goosebumps. You are waking from your unconscious state when you feel a tug in the center of your chest. Your eyes open, and above you, you see two large, cold, ice blue eyes staring down at you. Large, curled horns, the feathers of this owl bear creature who is inhabiting or displaying themselves as Oriel, the Frostmaiden. A hooked, clawed finger reaches out into your vision and tugs on something, a string, a line that connects from her clawed finger to your chest and begins to pull upwards. You rise out of the snow, unable to move. You are pulled up and up until your eyes meet the Frostmaiden's. This large, heavy-set owlbear, huge claws. The horns are almost scaled and ridged as they curl back. The eyes are cold and empty and haunting as they stare at yours. Although you can't move, you do have the ability to speak. Is there anything that Baskia says or thinks or does in this moment as you are now held up by this imaginary cord on her hooked finger, hovering about a foot, 2 feet off the air, so you're matching eye contact with the Frostmaiden?
There will be a long pause of her feeling absolute terror at not having control of her own body, feeling absolute terror of the fact that she is alone and with this thing that has been the puppet master of everything that's been going on. And I think if the silence isn't filled when she's staring into the eyes of this owlbear, she will whisper. Then she will whisper her name. Just say, Oriel?
As you do that, her head cocks forward slightly. As you feel your skin get even colder, you see your breath, as faltering as it is, cloud in front of you. You feel like little specks of piercing ice all over your body. Little snowflakes that begin to grow and spread. These pricks become larger pools of ice that begin to encapsulate your skin. And you were cold before, but you are even colder now. You are freezing to death. You hear from the Frostmaiden, Midwinter child, as your whole body freezes over to your hands, your arms. The ice reaches up until it reaches to your neck. You are being submerged in ice. You feel the ice crack across your face, across your mouth, and your nose until you can't breathe, until all that is left is your eyes, the rest of your body encased in freezing ice. You then drop to the ground, frozen solid, your eyes still moving, as Oriel the Frostmaiden turns and leaves. You black out. Pignut and Topiary. You stand on the salted and gravelled path that leads to the large wet trout tavern. You can hear the fire crackling inside, but all laughter and noise and swearing and cheering that was coming inside a moment ago has gone silent. Topiary, you lift your mace from the smashed-in head of Sephic.
Are they all watching?
The door is closed. They've just heard the commotion outside.
Run! Run! I'm going to run. I'm going to grab Pignut. We're going to run back to Baskia.
Okay.
Baskia's fine. I'm sure she's fine. We need to loot the body.
Oh, shit. Well, I mean...
No, it's fine.
I
No.
don't know what to do. I don't know. You can resist, but I'm going to
Yeah,
pull
no,
you.
no, no. I'll do what Granny Tope says. Always.
So,
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going with Granny.
okay. As you sort of...
Unless I think they're going to see. If they've already opened the door, I'll say something, but otherwise I'm running. So we don't get
So
discovered.
you've smashed in the body. The all the noise in the tavern has stopped. So clearly they've heard something. So make a perception check. Here we go. This will give you some answers,
Okay.
or give you an idea.
Perception. I'm going to use my new dice. Ding ding.
Ooh.
It's the first time I've rolled it ever. I'll take it a look. Or 1821.
You hear heavy footfall walking towards the door. What do you do?
Am I going to be able to run into the blizzard without people seeing me?
No, so there's no blizzard. The blizzard is if there was a blizzard
They're gonna
last,
see
it's
me.
cleared. Yeah. So if
They're going to see
you're gonna
me, right.
either hightail and run, they may catch the back of you, the two of you running away, or you can stand and face whoever's about to open the door.
All right, let's stand and face them.
I'm gonna cast disguise self,
Mm-hmm.
turn into a Duragar, into one of the Duragar if I can.
Right,
like,
you go look at
obviously
his
smaller
body.
Okay.
I
And
shall
Just to
speak.
confirm, Topiary, you are you in your cloaked, hunched figure, or are you in your
No.
goddess mode?
I'm going to be big.
You're going to be
And I'm
big.
gonna,
Okay.
Yep. And I'm going to speak as soon as they open the door.
Yeah.
Or tell me who I see when they open the door.
So as the door opens, you see the tavern keeper, the white dragonborn, female dragonborn, large horns, wide shoulders. She looks down and sees the body, then looks up and sees you, Topiary.
Am I close by? Like,
Yeah, you're standing together.
I telepathically say to Granny Topes, "Tell them I did it," as the Duragar.
Yeah.
No?
I have a question for you. Remind me, Topiary, were you in goddess form when you entered the tavern last time, or were you in your granny form, or hunched form?
Did we come into this tavern?
Yeah, you've
We
been
did.
here before. You've spoken to this dragonborn.
No, I think I was in granny form.
Okay. So this is not what I had planned in terms of who was going to be at the door. I love it. She opens the door and sees you, then looks at you, Pignut, and says, Pickpocketing may be legal here, but murder is not.
'Tis I, Topiary Erda. Remember what you saw here today. I did this. I killed him. For the sacrifice is wrong, and you can all stand against it with me. And all who sacrifice shall suffer the same fate. Hurry up, let's go.
Yes. I killed him as well. Ooh, who's it gonna be? You will never know. Oh, what a terrible conundrum. And then can I loot the body quickly?
Oriel would not. I'm going to help with the distraction. Oriel would not call for such
Evil sacrifice of people. What is wrong with you all? This man has murdered many across 10 towns, and now he has met his fate. Me, Topiary Erda.
And me, nutmeg, squidgy face.
writing that down.
Right.
Because you're going to have to remember that.
I need deception checks. Well, no. Topiary, I need a persuasion check. Pignut, I need a deception check.
Oh,
Or an intimidation from you, Topiary.
I'm going to go for persuasion.
Mhm.
I'm going to be like,
Rally the troops. We can stand against this awfulness. Whoops.
Like,
it dropped outside of the box, but oh no, 9.
9,
3.
3.
Wait, do I have any inspiration? No.
She takes all of that in. As you've said this, and Pignut, you duck down to start looting the body.
She might be on our side anyway, right?
No, you remember Namitra, she was very pro Oriel the Frostmaiden. And she says, so here you are, just admitting to the murder of a midwinter child, one of Oriel's own.
Oriel is not blessing this man. He is a false prophet. And it wasn't a murder, it was a fair fight.
Yes, look, we're bleeding out. Oh, actually, I suppose I'm not anymore, but...
You look absolutely fine to me.
Yes, because I'm very, very good at this. And Oriel has blessed for I am here to clean up the place and make things right again. She would not wish for these sacrifices. She's told me herself by giving me powers.
So you're telling me that you have killed this false prophet, murdered this false prophet.
I prefer
And
the
now
word assassinated.
Oh, right. Well, and then you're telling me that you yourself are an embassy of Oriel yourself.
Yes.
I
Bang on.
see. Hey, Torga, I think
Can I-
he's one of yours. She yells behind her. And then you see the stout dwarven woman with an eye patch, Torga, the owner of Torga's what I always forget the name. Mercenaries? No. Equipment? No.
Traveling merchant.
Torga's traveling merchant walks over and snarls.
Oh, okay, let's fight again.
You've killed Sefik.
He started it.
Tried to kill us. Could I have been looting the body while they've been chatting? Or like,
Yeah, you've had a while now.
Well, would they let
I mean, we were chatting before Torga came
Yes,
forward,
yeah, I
so-
know, but I'm just wondering if so
I
as you're
thought
sort
he's
of
fine.
as
He's-
you're
he's doing something totally legal.
nobody would blink an eye, surely.
Doesn't say they have to be alive when you pickpocket them.
It's frowned upon if they're dead. But it is legal,
Frowned
you
upon,
are
but
right.
not illegal.
That's not on the rules. I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
Oh god, it's chaos already. I don't know what's happening. Torga walks up and will see you, Pignut, rifling through the body, and will try and push you off.
Oh, can I
Leave him
grab
alone.
her hand before she gets him?
Yeah, make an athletics check.
I want to be like cool and, you know,
Yep.
strong. Oh no, I'm afraid this is gonna have to go in the bin, Sarah. 14.
No.
It's all right. I rolled a 2. So you managed to hold Torga back. He
Takes
goes,
out the bin for now.
and not recognizing either of you, I would actually see you, Pignut, as a Duergar. And her eyes will sort of go to you, like looking at you. Why would you? I can't remember her voice, but I think this is it. Why would you of all people, why would you be doing this to him?
He turned out to be a betrayer. He tried to kill me, Nutmeg Squishy Face. And we're going to keep on looting. And now what is on him is mine. And I'm going to continue to loot the body. Anything.
Roll an investigation check.
Yes.
I think also Nemitra at this point would call over her shoulder and would say, Oi, we have a murder here. Get the town guard. And someone will disappear out the back.
Well, time for us to go.
Investigation check.
Natural 20!
Hey! Oh my god, everything's falling apart, sorry.
That's right, so am I. Pignut, Nutmeg, Squishy Face. You find a satchel of coins and sort of gemstones, which we'll get to soon. You also find the blades that he have are fully formed of ice and are already melting away. But you also find around his neck, he's got a small pendant, which is a sort of a. It's like a crystal, like, you know, though, like a rough cut crystal. If you imagine like the crystal gems from any of the Final Fantasy games, it's like that, rough cut. As you touch it, it's cold to the touch. It's icy cold, and that's on a pendant around his neck. So those are the immediate things that are easy to grab from him.
I won't grab the blades, I guess, if they're melting.
Yeah, they're just fully. It looked like he's created them from ice.
Yeah. No, I'll just take the satchel and the pendant then.
Yeah. And are you two scarpering?
Yes. Seems like the right choice. I'm going to, however I can, help pick up Pignut, maybe put him on my shoulders, and I'm going to just use all of my speed and dashing and shout as I go, remember what happened here today, and stand against the tyranny of sacrifice.
You hear Nemitra goes, oh, I will remember your faces, and I'll remember which direction you're going in, and I will make sure that the town guard know exactly who the two of you are.
Nutmeg!
You're going on my list, Demetra.
As you run
I
off.
curse you. May all your beer turn stale. May your floors always be sticky. And may your corks always fall into the wine. There we go. She's on the list. She's on the list.
I imagine she goes, all of those things are already true. You hear like a cheer from within the tavern. As you run off into the snow, we assume you're heading back towards Baskia?
No.
Baskia, your eyes open. There may be a slight panic as you remember being trapped in ice and freezing cold. But you can move your arms again, your body. What do you do? What are you thinking? What is going on?
I look around for her, and if I can move my arms and legs, I would also like to stand up as I'm doing that and to not be so vulnerable on the floor. How do I feel? Like, obviously I've got like 1 hit point, so I don't feel amazing, but just generally.
Roll a medicine check.
Okay. Oh, medicine's okay, actually. Dirty 20.
20. You start sort of looking over and examining yourself, feeling how you're feeling. I don't know, your pulse. Actually, yeah, your pulse is slow, very slow. And you sort of examine sort of your wounds and your hands. Your skin is pale blue.
Like Cephix.
Like Cephix.
Yeah, okay. So I'll see that. I'll remember that she was like midwinter child. So do I feel cold anymore?
The clothing that has been soaked and icy cold, you just feel wet. You don't feel cold. As you look down at your hands, you feel ice kind of moving through your fingertips, and even the tips of your fingers are cold and almost there's like an icy sheen across them. And if you go to D&D Beyond, you should see a couple new features.
Ooh.
If you go under feats.
Oh my god. The other thing that I'll do as well is I have a healing potion, and it feels like a good time for me to maybe swig that.
Okay. Go for it.
Just because I don't know what's happening. Gosh. Okay.
As you do that, Topiary and Pignut, do you do anything on the way to meet Baskia?
Right, Pignut, we need a plan. Right, you search the boat. I'll heal Baskia, and then we
Wait, on the boat?
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna keep the disguise self up just in case I meet any more Duergar or something on the boat.
Okay.
And then I'll
So as you run towards Baskia, who's sort of just on the other side of the, like near the dock where the boat is, you can see Baskia is chugging down a healing potion as you round the corner. Baskia, you see Topiary at full height, full form, as well as a Duergar with her.
I'm gonna wave
my
at her. Yeah, I'm gonna wave at Baskia. Go, you're looking great, and then run off to the boat.
I'll have like drawn a sword immediately, and then maybe have taken a second to be like, hang on.
Yeah. Could I get perception checks from both Topiary and Pignut?
Oh wow.
14.
Oh no. It's the bum.
It's the bum. Oh,
That would make it a natural one.
Natural one.
Make it 4.
So Topiary, you sort of
fine.
go up, sort of making sure that Baskia is okay. Your intentions are sort of heal her, so you're probably looking over wounds and all of that sort of stuff, getting a spell ready, perhaps. Pignut, you are running towards the boat, but something stops you as you see Baskia's skin has turned that pale blue, and her eyes are ice blue.
Granny Tope, stop!
Hurry, Pignut, we don't have any time.
Stop!
Go.
Something's wrong with Baskia! Baskia!
Fine to me.
Are you all right? Baskia, good or evil? Are you gonna... What are you? What's wrong with you? Ah!
Stop
Ah!
shouting!
That's
Stop
exactly the
shouting!
same.
Stop shouting! Oh my god! I'm okay. It's me. Why are you two so Oriel was here. Why are you running? Why are you a Duergar? What's happening?
The town guard are coming. It's going to be
Something's
trouble.
dead.
Go search the boat. And I'm going to look at you and be like, you're looking much better. And I'm going to cast Healing Word.
Oh yay!
So it's all good. 4, 5, 6, 7 points
Oh, amazing. Thank
of
you.
healing. That's my last spell.
Oh,
so,
shit. I
right,
feel...
Pignut.
Let's
I'm
go.
shit at investigating. So.
Let's go. Pignut, I'm all right. Let's catch up in a minute. Let's go. Let's go.
Actually, you two go search the boat, and I'll keep a lookout for who's coming.
Okay.
And we need to hurry.
I think you should hide. I think that how would they ever know that we were on this boat? We should just hide.
We need to search the boat. They'll know.
Why? Why will they know?
Because they...
Well, follow our footprints.
It's all criminals. And I'm going to just hurry you two onto the onto the boat, and then I'm just going to watch out.
I'd say as you force them both, sort of giving Baskia a push, you feel her skin is cold. You can do anything with that in the moment, or you can address that later.
We need to find you a fire to warm up as well.
Cool. So Baskia and Pignut, you are pushed towards the second white lady, the ferry boat, which is trapped in ice in the harbour of Easthaven. As a reminder, it's a pretty bare deck with sort of like seating and stuff for the ferry. It's got like a little shack at one end, like a boat house. I don't know what's called, the little house thing on the boat. Which probably has a set of stairs that goes down underneath. And Topiary, you are observing. Pignut and Baskia, as you head towards the shack, you are... you find that there's a heavy lock on it, which is unlocked at the moment. In sort of probably in preparation of people sort of coming out and meeting you, or maybe a meeting that was happening here, because Sefik was here not too long ago with this Druagar. As you open up the small shack at the edge of the boat, into the boat, you find 3 bedrolls, as well as a small desk with a lantern on it, which has had its flame snuffed, bits of paper and crates, dried meats. There's a couple of rusty sort of or old sort of weapons and a shield stacked across the side. There's stale bread and ale, a crate of ale to one side.
I'm gonna gather up all that paper and shove it in my bag.
Are you going to be looking?
I'm just going to take
You're
it
just
all.
grabbing,
No.
just grabbing any
Grabbing
bit of
and
paper
going,
as you can. Okay,
just all of it if I can. But I mean, I don't know how much I can get. But yeah.
Make me a investigation check as you grab all of this.
Can I give her the help action?
Yes,
or...
you can. So with advantage.
Famously, I have advantage on investigation. Generally,
Oh, fine. I won't help you at all.
I rolled a 2 twice.
Ooh.
That is
Total of
so irritating. 3.
3.
God
Okay.
damn it. God damn it. That's
Cool.
so annoying.
You grab all of the paper and stuff that you can find, and start heading back out. Meanwhile, Topiary, could I get a perception check?
Yeah, is the dwarf is out here, the dead guy, right?
The dwarf is on the deck of the boat.
Okay. 19.
19. As you are surveying, you see... There we go. You see coming out of and around the corner, out of sort of the misty light snow which is falling, a tall figure step out with a couple of guards beside her. She's in heavy padded armor, a half-elven woman with tan skin, despite there's not been any sun for 2 years. Shoulder-length brown, sort of a slight curl to her hair. And even from this distance, you can see brilliant green eyes. As she steps out, she goes, "Are you Topiary Erda,
should have gone into granny form.
I hear you've been singing your praises of a murder that you've committed in town.
Oh my god. Where are the others coming out?
I know that they're currently pilfering. This is happening at the same time.
I'm going to send a mental message to Pignut. The guards are here. The guards are here. Let's run down the river because it's frozen, right? I mean, is insight check. Is she here to bust me, or is she kind of impressed?
Does she approve of murder? Roll me an insight check. And I'd say maybe this mental note maybe this is why you get the 2 on your investigation, like you are stopped sort of halfway through the search maybe.
I like to think my fingers are, they're a bit icy, they're a bit wet, like maybe they're just like, oh,
things are sliding off them.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say to myself, I'm the most perceptive person that I know. I like cast guidance.
Okay. 15. She doesn't look hostile. She doesn't look like she's. Yeah, she doesn't have the look of hostility on her.
Okay.
Are you going to answer any of my questions?
It's Topiary Erda. The sacrifices are wrong. Oriel does not wish for this blasphemy.
Really?
It was a fair fight.
I see. It's very interesting to know. I would like you to come with me. I would like a full report of this situation. Also, I hear that you are in dealings with a Druagar. I would like them to come with me.
I would never deal with a Druagar.
Then why was one at the scene of the murder? I have several witness accounts.
He was specific. That's true.
My light fell off again.
And I'll hold up. Can I hold up the dead one? See? I did this to Topiary Erda.
You like run back to the boat and she sort of starts to pursue you, and then you like pull up while you're standing on the boat. This Duergar. Maybe at that point you're on the deck of the ship, and Baskia and Pignut come out with all the
Well, because presumably Pignut, do you share the mental information with me about the fact that the guards are here?
The guards are here.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna cast invisibility. I'll say to Pignut, I'll be like, I'll stay close by. I'll stay close by, and I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn invisible.
Yeah. Baskia disappears.
Can I come out, but can I stay in the shadows? Because I'm invisible in the shadows.
Okay. Yeah, you step out and you can, I don't know if Baskia, you come out as well, and you can both see Topiary and this half-elven woman standing, sort of examining this other Duergar body. She walks up, she tells the 2 town's guard to stay on the jetty, sort of blocking an exit, and will walk up. You have been hard at work, Topiary Erda.
Yes, I'm very diligent about my mission.
And this mission is so to stop the sacrifices within 10 towns and also to murder Duergar?
Well, that's more of a side hobby.
I see.
I've been working with the Kirindurs.
Uh-huh.
No recognition. They keep on the download, don't they?
She will like look over her shoulder at that point, and you see one of the town guards write down Kiryndur.
Oh, damn.
um,
Can I do a mind meld with Pignut and say, are you ready to run?
Always.
Did you say?
Oh, I said always.
She
All
says, I would like a full report of your hobbies, as well as a discussion about your reasonings behind your actions, and I would like you to speak to the townspeaker. There is much to discuss.
Well, you see, usually a situation like this ends up with people trying to sacrifice me. So I think I'm going to go. And I'm going to run down, jump off the boat and run down the river.
She's going to try and grab you as you run.
Cool. Great. Try.
So you can make an acrobatics or an athletics check.
I'm going to make an athletics check. Shit. 7.
As you turn and run, she grabs your arm, and despite your big physique and how tall you are, her grip holds you firm.
I'm going to tell Pignut in my head, run, 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 run.
She says, stay.
I'm not leaving you in your head.
Hide, 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 hide.
Stay where you are. We know who Sefik is, and we are grateful for what you have done. But you need to come with me, because you are under arrest for murder. Do you understand?
All right. I'm going to go with her and give up.
Do I hear the conversation from where I am?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Could I have cast Detect Thoughts, please? Or no, just to try and...
Yeah, just surface thoughts?
Yeah, just surface thoughts.
I'm going to get a stealth check from you, because although shadows keep you invisible, casting a spell would break invisibility. So I'm going to give you a stealth check just to see if you can stay in.
15.
15. Okay. Yeah, you start to get her surface thoughts, which are she hopes she's doing the right thing, and she hopes that this will not cause more misfortune and distress for Easthaven for what she's doing.
For Easthaven, okay. Okay. I'll say to Granny Topes telepathically, like, she's conflicted, but I think believe her when she says we've done the right thing with Sefik.
Stay hidden, Pignut, and when they sacrifice me, avenge my death.
No, I'm not leaving you, Granny Topes.
Stay hidden. You
I'm
can't
not
save
leaving
me
you.
if you're not hidden. Stay hidden.
It is I.
Do what Baskia says.
I will not abandon Topiary Erda, Avenger.
Wait, let me just make
Baskia, you
sure.
stay hidden.
Let me just make sure that I'm right when we think that Topiary said that the Duragar that was with her was not with her and was an enemy.
Wait. When he casted, did you cast something? And would that have broken your concentration of being in disguise?
Disguise
No.
self is not concentration.
Would I have heard that conversation? I'm not sure I would have with the.
I think that happened off the boat, so you wouldn't have heard that bit.
I would have
were
stayed. I
on-
would have
on
stayed as
the
nutmeg.
outside of the boat.
No, that conversation happened while they were inside the shack.
Oh, damn it.
So
Yeah.
So has he revealed himself?
he's
Yeah.
revealed
As-
himself as a Duragar. So
Show
I think
yourself, Pignut, as yourself.
I think
you
before
sure?
that happens, the two guards turn their crossbows on Pignut. I think, yeah, coming out and sort of announcing yourself after they've heard that the Duragar was one of the bad guys. They've seen that Topiary is murdered. I think they both take a shot.
But you did reveal yourself as Pignut, not Nutmeg.
No, I said nutmeg, didn't I?
I think
No,
you
you
said
said
nutmeg,
Pignut.
yeah. So that's going to be a 14 and a 12 to hit.
Miss.
Miss. As they fire off.
Right, I'm gonna
Now
time
you
to
guys can
reveal
have
himself.
what you say after that.
This is my assistant, Pignut.
No.
Reveal yourself.
Don't shoot!
Well, I am sure this is not a bad idea. You, Pignut, did you say? No.
Yes.
Yes?
Promoter of healthy eating.
I'm gonna mind meld with Baskia. Avenge our deaths, Baskia.
The two of you, come with me. Come with me. Just,
Yeah.
please.
I want to
I-
hold Pignut's hand and we can...
I can't respond, can I? For my, I don't really know what my meld. It's not like, but it's not like message or
No,
anything.
I don't think you can.
Okay.
No.
I'll have replied, but whether she's heard it, she
It doesn't
obviously
go
hasn't heard it. Yeah.
I assume you'll avenge our deaths.
So sorry, guys. I've got to go. Bye. See.
So as Topiary and Pignut are pulled off by this guardswoman, the head of the guard, she is the captain of the guards here, towards the center of town. Baskia, what do you do?
I will. I'll follow at like a fairly healthy distance. I feel like it's not going to be that hard. I know what's going on, and I feel like it won't be that hard to find out where they are. I'm still invisible. That's going to be an hour, so I'm just going to continue to be invisible for a minute. But I kind of want to follow, and I want to see what I can see from. I guess I just want to be able to assess it, and then I have some ideas for what I might do later, which I'm not going to tell you now.
So
Because you'll use them with your prior knowledge.
could I please get a stealth check?
Ooh, stealth. 18.
18. So yeah, with an 18 and being invisible and at your distance, it's pretty easy to follow them. Pignut and Topiary, you are led towards the center of town, where there's a large town hall. It's got like a almost like sort of like high roofed kind of chapel vibes. It's got a couple of sort of rooms that come off it, larger rooms. So you see sort of the main sort of hall, several rooms that go off the main large hall. There's this large set of double doors, and yeah, the captain of the guard is pulling you towards there. She says, in a hushed voice, she says, I am Captain I am Captain Umdral. I will be taking you to Speaker Wayland. There is much that you need to discuss. Once we are inside, I'll see that you are made comfortable. You can have a rest for a moment while I go and fetch the town speaker. I will need to have you surveyed, but you will have your privacy. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good.
Not really surveyed, but private.
As in,
What
someone
is-
will be standing outside the door of the room.
Ah,
next door.
right, thank you.
It's because I'm made of rock. I want to survey my rockiness, my rocky, rubbly vistage.
Oh, I really should just throw you into cells, but
No,
All
no,
right.
no.
We're
That's
cooperating.
just come inside, and she'll fling open the doors. Where we will take a brief break. Brief break.
Thank you. Or like say evil thing.
Monocle.
Oh yeah. Love it.
Shall we all
I've
put
got
our...
a dog and you've got a wolf, a fox.
I got knocked.
Mine says, "Oh, for fuck's sake."
Mark, what do you have?
Oh, are you muted? I think you're muted. Is that a badger?
The manta ray.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now that's a good thumbnail.
Oh yeah.
Different.
Right. Shall we kick back into things? Pignut and Topiary, you head into this building, into a big entrance hall. There are stairs that go up several different directions. There's also a hall that goes towards the back. This is a 3-storied town hall. It had a big sort of pitched roof. And you are taken you are Captain Imdra leads you in. The 2 guards, they would follow as well. As you head into this building, the door closes. Unless you were trying to catch up to get in the door. I mean, what are you doing, Baskia, as they head into the building?
Yeah, I'm not trying to catch up. I want to kind of make sure that at least one of us is on the outside, just in case. But I would love to sort of see, and we can come back to this. Like, I don't want to be skulking around too much, but because I'm invisible at the moment, if there's anywhere around the building, like, I would probably do a little perimeter of the building and just see what I can see. But
okay, cool. We will get to that then. So, Pignut and Topiary, you are led in towards the rear half of the building. Into a large open chamber which has staircases which go up either side to a balcony that goes up onto another level, and then you can see the stairs go up again onto the top floor, onto the 3rd level. As you are led up to I believe it's onto the second, you led up onto the 2nd floor. You are greeted by this large chamber with low-hanging chandeliers, which are, rather than with lots of candles, it's just like it's a brazier, which are low-hanging, dimly lighting the room. In the center of this room, there is this black statue, dark, winged creature, which is a devil. It's the shape of a devil.
Familiar? Have I seen anything? Like, do I recognize what it is? Like a religion? Or...
Roll me a history check. Pignut, you can roll this as well.
Yeah, because I'm rubbish at this. Oh, 1. Not a natural 1, but a 1.
Oh, natural 20.
Pignut, you are hit as you see this.
How do I remember this? I can't remember my own life, but I remember this.
You have this, but no, this is it. You have this flash of this previous life. You on the ship, the figure of the bandanaed Harangon, hand on your shoulder. There is a boat, another sailing ship, off to one side, which on the front of the ship there is this huge dark figurehead of this demon. And this is the same statue that's in front of you. So this isn't a statue. This is the figurehead that goes onto the front of a ship.
Oh.
So you see this vision of another ship in your past. Now this figurehead is here in this room.
Oh, is there am I being escorted by a guard?
Yeah, by Imdra. She is sort of just leading past it. She's not really mentioning
That's
anything.
from a ship, isn't it? What ship's that from?
Oh, this is from an old sailing ship that sunk in Lake Dinavol. A few adventurers a few months ago managed to bring it out of the wreckage, hoping to get some sort of reward or payment for it, but we gave them what we have, little as it is, and now we have it here and we don't really know what to do with the thing.
Kintra. Was it Kintra and Maverick?
Yes, it was. Yes. They dropped it off here. We gave them a small reward for the thing. And then they made their way to Brinchander.
Interesting.
But we are not here to discuss devilish figureheads. You're here to speak to the town speaker. Come this way. Pignut, make a perception check.
13.
The room, as you leave, as you go, something shifts in the chamber, which maybe is pulled on from the memory, but you swear you hear winds wailing through sails for the briefest of moments. But just really, really briefly, and it may be sort of all wrapped up with the memory you've just had as Captain Imdra leads you out of the room.
Not through the statue. Just through
Just
memory.
sort of in the room.
Oh.
Pignut, why am I starting to feel like we are 10 steps behind Kinter and Maverick?
I don't know. Oh, this is all good, useful information. I think. And I seem to be getting some of my memories back, so that's really good.
Adventurers. Always so complicated. Here, if you would like to make yourself comfortable in this room, and she opens this door, and it's like it's got 4 bunk beds in it. It's got sort of a table. There's an unlit candle. She goes in. She sort of lights a couple of candles. I will have the guards stationed outside of the room. Her voice has changed. I will have the guards stationed outside of the room. Should you need anything, I have to report to Speaker Wayland, and then we will be down to speak with you properly in all due course. Please make yourself comfortable. I will be back soon. All right?
Remember, it was self-defense.
Are there any windows?
Yeah, there's a window over the sort of small table where she's lit the candle, which looks out onto like one of the side alleys that goes down the building.
So, okay.
I will see you soon. She turns and damn it, I will see you soon. And she walks out.
She called us complicated. She can't even decide on her own accent.
Split personalities.
I want to sit by the window and I just want to have a shifty look out, but maybe be a bit hidden from people looking in. Well, no one's going to look in.
It's like it's the first floor or second floor. Yeah,
I'm going to look out for Baskia, basically.
Yeah. She's invisible.
I know that.
Actually, both of you can roll a perception check.
12.
17, and then let's get a stealth check from Baskia with advantage.
I also have a passive perception of 17.
Okay.
15.
Yeah, let's go for it. I'd say both of you, as you're staring out the window, you do see a pair of footprints materialize in the snow.
And I open the window and go.
Yeah, Basket, as you're doing while they're traveling up the building, is there anything you do before this moment, before you hear this, before you hit Topiary?
All I'm doing, because I've heard the conversation and I feel comfortable enough that they're not in immediate danger, all I'm doing is I'm just trying to case it. So I'm not trying to draw attention. I'm not going to engage with anything. I'm trying to be very, very careful. But yeah, so if I'm wandering around and I'm being quite slow about the whole thing as well, if I hear that, I'll definitely look up. And then I'll wave and be like, oh no.
Yeah, the footprints stop. Just in terms of Basket, make a perception check just as you're scouting the building.
Oh, natural 20 for a 25.
Right.
Nice.
It's really annoying because I don't really have a lot of info to make you, which is a classic error of the DM making you roll something which I had nothing to give you.
I will take something later. It doesn't matter. It's
But
fine.
but then there's no one about, which is
Yeah,
useful.
so let's have a look with a perception of with a natural 20. You walk around the exterior of the building. Yeah, okay. Someone else has cased this joint. Cased this joint. Who the fuck am I?
love it.
As you wander around, you see more footprints. And I'd say with your knowledge and with your background and with what has recently happened, larger footprints, heavy boots, which is quite common for most people, but there is a similarity to the two Duragar that you have met here. And they can also turn invisible, and they would find it quite easy to walk around a building like this as well.
Do they look fresh, or do they just look like they've been there? For a couple of
Probably
hours?
from today.
Yeah.
Like earlier in the day. There's been some snowfall, so they are sort of beginning to be covered. You also notice, as you are walking around the building, walking down the main thoroughfare, which the town hall is on, you do notice Torga and a few of her bodyguards walk by a couple of times, like they're
In the street.
yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
And then as you sort of loop back around, you hear psst from above you.
Amazing. Just with the Duragar footsteps as well. 2 sets of footprints. Because I know we've killed one, and then there was mention of a brother.
You only see there's only one footprint.
Just one for that.
set,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't want to say anything because I don't want to draw attention to myself, but I will, I don't know, draw a line or something with my foot so that it's like, I don't know.
You see a line appear in the snow.
What could it mean, Pignut?
Means we need to stay on the straight and narrow. That sounds nothing like us.
It's a message from the gods.
You think it's from Oriel? You know, Baskia did look like she looked a bit different, don't you think? A little bit scary different, like
She looked exactly the same. She just needed a bit of
No,
movement.
Granny Topes, you need your eyes checked. We need to get you some glasses.
Is there
Granny Topes,
Yeah.
can I give you? I'm going to give Granny Topes the potion of invisibility that I've got, just in case of an emergency. You need to have this because I can go invisible in shadow, and just in case.
Thank you.
So you are left to your own devices for about half an hour. Is there anything you would like to do in this time, any of you?
Could I have a look at the pendant? Can I
Yeah, I'd say you can't identify it unless you have the identify spell, which is good because, yeah, great.
We have time for a short rest.
Not in this half hour.
I'm going to find somewhere to be actually hidden because I am aware that the spell doesn't last indefinitely.
Nearby this window, like, are you gonna?
I'm interested in what Torga's doing, so I would say I would like to be around
The front.
near-ish the front, but like obviously like out of any light, like if there's a bush or something, like anywhere that I can just be, completely.
Yeah, I'd say there's like there's some stables attached to the town hall where there's a few horses, which kind of, so you can sort of like duck in. Actually, there wouldn't be horses; they would be axe beaks.
I love a horse,
Sorry,
but an
horse
axe beak's fine as well. That's quite all right.
Yeah, you sort of like tuck in by one of the troughs. Just, I don't know.
Just like
And
smooth one down.
Do axe beaks have troughs? I don't know.
They gotta eat.
Yeah,
They've gotta eat. Yeah, cool.
axe beak gotta eat. No.
I feel like Baskia is living her film noir detective
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
fantasy at the moment.
And I'd say over the next half hour, you see them walk by one more time. You hear Torga say, well, I think that's probably the last we'll see. Well, he goes, well, Sefik was, he was the best one out of all of you shitheads. But there's no point in hanging around. I know he was up to something dodgy out there, but didn't expect them to catch up with him. But look, let's just move on. Let's get out of here. We can lose ourselves in Bryn Shander for a bit. Maybe if we meet these people again, we can have a little bit of vengeance. Come on, let's get out of here. And her and a couple of the bodyguards sort of skulk off.
Okay.
Anything Topiary and Pignut you do?
I think I would just look at the pendant and see if it was at all. But
I would say you sort of like looking over it. You don't get any sense of what it is or what it does at this point. But
is it magical? Can I Arcana check or?
Yeah, roll an Arcana check.
7.
It's really cold. It's like some sort of glass. It's roughly carved, but not like expertly shaped. It's got a more of a natural shape to it rather than like a jeweler has carved it in a certain way.
I have a look.
Yeah, go for it. Arcana check.
Just see, can I? Oh man, I've got nothing, no spells. I am, however, going to cast guidance on myself.
Mm-hmm.
I know I can work this mystery out.
16.
16. I'd say on top of that, what you get is that this isn't stone or a mineral. This is ice. This is a shard of shaped ice, which does not seem, and it is cold, but even if like Pignut's looking at it near, like holding him up to maybe one of the flames of the candle to look at it, it doesn't melt. It doesn't drip. It's holding its form despite any heat.
Oh, this will come in handy. We're barren for ice in this land.
There's a knock at the door.
Come in. I don't know. This is your gaff.
The door opens and you see a human male, really sort of short, gruff, sort of wrinkled face. Not out of age, but just more withered, I suppose. A really rough stubble, really uneven, dark, sort of sunken eyes, tired, receding hairline, black hair, which has been sort of pulled, coned back. And he says, it is my gaff, but I didn't want to intrude. You are also our guests, and now that you are here, I suppose, and I have received my captain's report, we can speak a little bit more freely.
Speaker Wayland.
I am, and you must be Topiary Erda, and this is Nutmeg or Pignut, or may I ask, what would you like to be referred as? Or whom?
Pignut, please.
Pignut. I am Speaker Daneth Wayland, town speaker here in Easthaven. I have also had run-ins with Torge's group, as well as the Sephic character whose body was lying in front of the wet trout, which has now been taken and put into more of a less public area. He sort of walks in. The captain, Imdra, walks in as well. The speaker sort of hitches up his trousers a little bit and sits down on the edge of one of the bunk beds. What drew you to Sephic? I can take a guess, but it would be nice to hear it from your perspective.
He had murdered a good man, a speaker of another town. And
Oris, I assume.
yes,
Yes, I
And
had
he-
heard he has passed.
he spread evil ideas. He is a bad man.
I believe he works for the Frostmaiden.
I believe
Oriel.
that is a blasphemy, for I do not believe the owl-better creature is Oriel.
Interesting. A very interesting claim. Few have said to have seen Oriel the Frostmaiden themselves, but those who claim they have always describe her as a large owl-beared, horned creature.
Could I be wrong? No, it is everyone else who is wrong. For I have been blessed with magic by the real Oriel. I believe it is a false prophet.
I see. Well, moving on from the legitimacy of what this creature is, whether they are Oriel or not, we have other problems here within 10 towns. Yes, we have the everlasting Rime, but there are other forces moving. You have rid us of one, but I fear that there is more. And I was hoping I could gain your support and your aid in a few things.
You're not gonna punish us or arrest us for the self-defense against Sephic?
I'm not going to have you arrested for murdering, for killing, in self-defense.
In a fair
Hey.
fight.
In a fair fight. A very...
Oh,
He was a murderer. You
Yes.
know this. Well, you claim that he has murdered Oris. From what I have heard of Oris, of Sephic, he has done similar things. He has murdered before. I just have not been able to track him down myself. It seems you have knocked one thing off the list for a very busy man. I couldn't help but notice that, Pignut, you have had or have dealings with the Durgar. You seem to imitate one very efficiently.
Well, yes, because one of them was with Sephic, and one of them also attacked our friend. And they are invisible, and then they come out of nowhere, and they're not very good people. I have it on very good authority from a very trusted advisor that they're all bad.
You don't need to convince me, Pignut.
Oh, right. Okay, just checking.
I was just hoping you could do a little bit of work for me. There will be payment involved.
Oh, will there be payment for the Sephic killing too?
We can negotiate something, I am sure. But these Duragar sightings have not just been isolated to Easthaven, but to Caer Dineval and Caer Konig as well. I have recently lost contact with Speaker Crannoch Siver from Caer Dineval, and I have also heard reports of Duragar appearing in both of the Caers. I was hoping I could send you out to go and investigate, and if Duragar have been spotted there, to find out what they are doing there, what they are after, and if necessary to silence whatever their plans might be.
Yeah, I mean, we have business in one of the Caers, as it is, don't we, Granny?
Yes, for we had a lead on Caer Dineval. And Caer Dineval we shall go. Yes, nothing will stop us from going to Caer Dineval.
And Konig.
Well, definitely Caer Dineval.
What about Konig?
Maybe someone else can do that.
Well, I'd like to go there, and I'm just gonna. Isn't that where telepathically be like, the ring's there, Granny? I know.
You sure it wasn't Dineval?
I thought it was Konig.
Caer Konig is where the ring is.
Yeah.
Caer Dineval, I believe, Topiary, is where you started. And then you went to Caer Konig.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Caer Konig. We'll go to Caer Konig. Definitely Caer Konig. And, I don't think we need to go to Caer Dineval.
Well, we can talk about that later, but
Well,
definitely one of them.
You'll
Sorry, I got
need
mixed
to
up.
travel
Thank you,
through
Barnaby.
Caer Dineval to get to Caer Konig.
Oh, no.
Oh,
If you are going that way, I would appreciate if you could touch base with the town speaker there. I have sent members of my town guard there already. However, each time they are turned away, being told that the town speaker is now ill and resides within the Caer, the castle itself, being turned away by knights in black armor, being not gained access to the town speaker.
and the town speaker's name again?
Speaker Crannoch Siver.
So I know that name, right?
You do, yes.
So,
Are you a friend of Crannoch Cipher?
He is to speak plainly, he is a pompous man who should never have been elected as a town speaker, but he is one of the more wealthy of those in the small town of Caer Dineval. It has a population barely breaking 100. He quite easily took victory. He is not a bad town speaker, but is easily swayed.
And I suppose if he were to die horribly with a mace to the face, that would be
in self-defense.
a bad thing. What if it was a fair fight?
I am not putting you on a mission to assassinate, whether it be a fair fight or not, the speaker of Caer Dineval. However, if you can find out what is going on, why, if he is truly ill, to be honest, I imagine he is just dead already.
Oh, how awful.
In any case, you are welcome to stay here this eve and set off in the morning.
Can I can I invite a friend for a sleepover? A third assistant?
There's a look from Captain Imdra, who raises an eyebrow and has a pointed look, and Speaker Wayland goes, well, I do not I do not approve of special guests coming into the town hall.
She's a special advisor. She'll probably be accompanying us. She's got a lot of experience with the Duragar. It's who I was referring to earlier.
I'm just going to open the window and throw out my rope, and then mind if she's within 30 feet, I'll be like, Baskia, coming in.
She's very good at drawing straight lines in the snow. She's like,
I'd say, Baskia, you do
Valuable.
hear this. Imdra instantly stands up when you throw out the rope out the window and draws a short sword. What are you doing?
I am look, I have another assistant.
We have a front door.
Oh, no one uses the front door these days. She's very lithe. I think you'll get along. Anyway,
look how stealthy she is.
is she coming? Is she coming?
Yeah,
Can I
yeah.
feel her on the rope?
If
I'll
I've
pull
seen
up. I'll
if
pull
I've
up when
seen
she
the
has been
rope
on
and
the
then and you've shouted, what I will say as well is that while I've been like waiting, I'll have been looking at my skin and changing color and stuff like
Yeah.
that. The fact that it's midwinter child, I will make sure that I'm as covered as possible. Yeah, so none of before where I was like arms out. I'm
Yeah,
I'm very covered. Yeah. Okay. But I will and you're pulling, but she's like clambering up.
Yeah. So I'd say as Captain Imdra goes to like,
and I'll drop invisibility if I still have it, but I don't think I do. But it'll be gone.
Yeah. Goes to like pull the rope from you, close the window. I would say, Baskia, you appear.
Hello.
Baskia Kiryndur, this is Daneth Wayland.
Hello.
Captain Imdra, stand down. I cannot. Fine. And she just leaves.
It was nice to meet you.
He goes, I am so sorry. Special guests are not permitted within the town hall and within the barracks within. I hope that this is not a special guest, but is
What
one
are
of
you
your
referring
insane-
to? When it's
Lying.
special, yeah. What are you saying?
Look, there was
I
just
was
an incident.
very chaste.
No,
I'm gonna put my hands around
Look. Speaker Wayland, it is a pleasure to meet you, Baskia Kiryndur. These two will fill you in. You are welcome to rest here for the evening. I will provide food and sustenance. We can discuss more about things in the morning.
Okay, sounds good.
Good. This is. Yes.
Do you have any medical equipment here?
Like looking over you. Like, yes, I can provide you with some healing kits. I will send someone, and we'll.
Just to let you know, give you a bit of context. Sethic did this. Just more proof. Self-defense. Fair fight.
Thank you, and we'll leave. And later throughout the evening, like a hot stew is brought in, as well as sort of healing kits and sort of balms and salves and stuff. But before you take your long rest, is there anything you discuss? Anything you want to touch on?
I would like to touch Baskia's skin and figure out what the hell's going on, please.
do another
We have
perception
talked
check.
about this.
The perception check, see if I notice.
So I imagine like Pignut, you're going up, you're trying to pull up Baskia's sleeves and trying to touch her bare skin. Baskia, you're trying to stop it. And Topiary, in that moment, you maybe start to putting dots together, roll in the perception check.
Do you have a question, Pignut?
Or
Have you been possessed by Sethic? What's going on?
Medicine or perception?
Okay. 9.
9. Yeah, she looks a bit pale, but she was unconscious and nearly dead about an hour ago.
Yeah, Baskia, sit by the fire. You look so pale and otherwise completely normal.
I'll go over there. Pignut, you...
What happened to you? You're very different.
Stop poking me and then maybe I can tell you what happened. God.
All right.
Oh, God. Like, what's going on? I know I've got questions for you as well. I met her. I met Oriel. I asked her if it was Oriel. Basically, sorry, let me backtrack. I woke up and Owlbear was right by me and she like pulled me towards her with this like invisible strand, pulled me right up close, and I said to her, well, I just said Oriel, really. I asked like Oriel, like the question, are you Oriel? She didn't really answer me still. But what she did do is that she encased me in full cold ice, and now I don't feel the cold again. And she did say midwinter child, and I fear that what has happened is that she has, gifted me whatever it was that Sefik had, and I will say that my hands are very frosty, and I feel like... And you've seen her do this before when she was trying to like move something with her mind back in the tavern in wherever we were. And you see her like trying to do something with her hands again. And like nothing massive happens, but like you can just see like frost start to just like grow a little bit. And she's like, I know I can do something. But I feel okay. I feel like me. I don't feel different in my mind, but I am very worried about what being a midwinter child means.
Do we know what that means?
We talked to the tavern keeper. So remember Scramshack said that it was anyone who was born on a specific day in the middle of midwinter, and then they were gifted with like not feeling the cold, having slightly pasty skin, like being a bit blue, but I don't know what else it means in terms of a connection with the owlbear.
What you know is that those who are midwinter children are blessed by Oriel the Frostmaiden.
Oh, 2 blessings for both. Well, not one each. Very lucky, I guess. I think.
Yeah. Well, it's nice not to be cold again, but I don't know. Is it? Ew. I'm so confused, Topes. I'm so confused about Oriel and your powers, and Oriel that we keep seeing, and whether. Is it Oriel that you have your powers from?
I'm Baskia, and increasingly more lately, I have these moments of confusion. But you must remember your own determination to be correct. You're right, everyone else must be mistaken. Even if all the evidence points towards something. But if you think something else, it's got to be right, right?
I am not...
Where would I have got my powers from? Am I evil? Are we evil?
Well, no. I would
Oriel,
challenge... No.
Don't think about it. Gotta put it in the box.
I don't want you to have any kind of crisis. No, well, you should push it down. No. I will say that mentality might get us into trouble at some point. Sometimes it's okay to be wrong, and that's totally fine and acceptable. You can't be right all the time, and it's good to learn. It's good to learn and grow and develop. And if it's not Oriel, it could be someone better. Have you asked? What is your name? I don't know why you'd ask that. You think it's Oriel?
Oriel, literally. You prayed in an Oriel temple, so you just assumed, right, Granny?
Yes. No, I must be right. I'll pray later and ask.
Yeah, ask for specifics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you a huge owlbear?
Tell her the time of vagary is over. We need answers.
But first, what did you find on the boat?
Oh, and then I'll get out the papers. What did I actually manage to get with the 2?
So as you pull out all of these papers and notes, you find several maps of the different towns in 10 towns. And some of the maps have X's over certain buildings. You also find other markers on some of the town maps. So, for example, on Easthaven, the harbour is circled to indicate an outpost. You find a X over a tavern in Kiryndur. You also find on the map of Konig, 2 towns over, there is an outpost sort of outside north of the town. So you find those maps.
Is there any correlation between the X's with maybe some X's in towns that we've already been to see if we can piece together what X might mean?
Yeah, there's no X. Let me think. There's no X in Brunshanda, so that was the big sort of city you were in. There's definitely an X over a building in Lonely Wood. None in Tourmaline. There would be one in Bremen and one in Targos.
Do we know which building?
Yeah, you get a
Bremen,
sense
probably,
like
'cause
it's you
Targos
don't know
was-
what the building is, but there's just an X over sort of these buildings.
But they're not places we've been to.
No. They're sort of just like random houses or structures, and sometimes like the maps aren't even fully completed. They're a bit crudely drawn, but they're definitely like markers of locations. You also find a note on a scrap of parchment which says, "More Shardolin is needed. You must be more aggressive in your search. Do not disappoint me, Dirth."
Is Dirth the one we killed?
No, it's his brother, isn't it? Oh, wait, yes.
Dirth is
The dead
one you
dwarf.
killed, yeah.
So I would assume, and I'm making an assumption here, that maybe this is from the brother. What the hell is Shardolin? We still don't know what it is. We should ask the speaker tomorrow.
Does it say who the note's from?
It doesn't.
Interesting.
You also find another note in a in the same hand, actually, in the same hand, which oh no, I lie, in a different hand, which reads, "A ring, brother. Is that all you could find? Father will have your head when he finds out."
First note's from the dad, maybe.
Well, no, maybe that's from Dirth to the brother, because he's saying father will have your head. We didn't search the body of Dirth, did we? Maybe he had a ring on. Did we miss?
I think he stole the ring. My ring.
I didn't even think of that. Of course, that's what it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, we need to go there. And we get there, Caer Konig through Caer Dineval, right? So that's the route that we're taking.
Caer
always
Dineval, then Caer
Bert
Konig.
Kiryndur.
We could. Why would we do that? It's the quickest route.
Oh,
though,
you
no?
know, because the whole human trying to, well, not human, but the whole sacrifice thing that they tried to.
That's all right. If you just be your
Mutiny.
natural self, you know, your natural 4-foot lying self, then maybe they won't recognize you. 4 foot.
Good idea, Pignut. Disguise myself to protect myself and others.
Gosh, it's very passive aggressive in here. I'm gonna go by the fire.
Pignut, can I borrow the tooth? The beast, this beast tooth, you know, the sea monster.
Barbecue sauce.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go sit in the corner. Let me look how much gold I've got.
Completely forgot I had that.
I have got.
It's a sign of friendship. How could you possibly have
I've got
forgotten?
7 pieces of gold,
Mhm.
and I want to use as many of those as I can use to do a ritual artisan's blessing.
Mm-hmm.
The thing I can create can be something that is worth no more than 100 GP. That's fine because I only have 7. I'm going to use the ritual to make like a
a fitting for the tooth and then a necklace to fit Pignut.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
going to do it by sitting it all on the table and maybe putting it into a bit of a round pattern or here and there. And then I'm just going to look at it and be like,
You can do it. You can do it. Come on. I believe in you. You can do it.
until it moves and forms into a necklace through sheer determination.
So
Take an hour.
this necklace will cost you 2 gold to make.
Okay.
So you place your 2 gold either side of this tooth. And as Topiary sort of is, I imagine the table is like normal table height, but because Topiary, you're so tall, you're like hunched over the table. Like
Yeah, I'll be
hooked-
sitting.
Yeah. Just going,
And
do
it, kind
it.
of the table
do
will kind
it.
of shake.
Yeah, so then nothing happens for a couple of minutes of you just going.
Like maybe
"Do
like nothing happens for like a good 20 minutes.
it." Okay,
And then
cool.
it's really slow.
Yeah. And Baskia and Pignut, you're witnessing this.
I will have orchestrated if Pignut will consent. I will say to him while Granny Tapes has been concentrating, I'll be like, Pignut, throw stuff at me, and then I'll give you some stuff to throw at me, and I'll be like, lob it at me. I need to practice doing deflections.
All right, I'll get my longbow out.
Wait! Put your potato on it. I don't want to die again. That's be the 3rd time in a day. I can't do that.
All right. Potato arrow. I can't even say it. And up I go.
Roll an attack. Let's.
Oh, not very good. 14.
14.
I'm gonna. Oh, that misses anyway.
misses. So
Come
that
on,
one just.
Pignut, aim it at me. At me.
Well, it's because you asked for a potato on it. It's got the weights all off. Try again.
Roll with advantage this time because
Oh,
she's
no,
a
that's
willing
the one.
target. Natural 20.
That's the one. That's 19 with advantage.
Did you say you
There we
rolled
go,
a natural
yeah.
20?
Oh, I rolled a natural 1 on the first roll.
Oh, so
But then you
19.
said advantage, so 19.
Cool. So
With
now,
my reaction.
now roll damage.
And you're just going to die.
No, I'm quite well healed now. It's okay.
Well,
So 12.
12. Okay, so I will reactionary deflect missiles. The damage that I take from an attack is reduced by 1d10 plus 9.
Okay.
And then... Damn it! So that's only 10, so I can't deflect. So I can reduce the damage, but I can't deflect, so I take 2 points of damage.
So you catch
Damn it!
you catch the potato, but it like maybe like bends your finger back a little bit as you catch it. But it is quite impressive that she like it like lands in your hand like you're catching it. Oh no, so you like knock the arrow off, don't you? Because you're deflecting it. Yeah, so you like
Maybe you
knock the
catch-
potato which bends your
Yeah.
finger back or something.
Or maybe you catch the arrow and the potato flies off into your face.
Ooh, yeah, I like
Yeah,
it.
you catch the arrow in front of you and the potato flies off and hits you in the face.
Oh! Shit.
Uh.
Wait, can we just try one more time? I want to deflect the potato into the fire so we can have a jacket potato.
are you sure you wouldn't like a more softer vegetable?
No, do the potato. It's okay. I feel all right. She's like bleeding from her eye.
I would say this time.
How long's that potato been in your pocket, Pignut?
No, very good point.
I'd say this time you managed to, so you can narrate what this looks like. You managed to succeed in this.
So this time, having learned that the potato flies off the arrow and hits you in the face, this time I make the grab for the potato and like with my fingertips as it's coming towards my face, because Pignut's very good and just straight at the face, and I just be like, bink, and then it goes down into the fire and lands in the hearth.
That's so cool.
Oh, it feels good. It feels good to be able to do that. Thanks for practicing.
That's all right. It is the potato covered in frost.
Is it?
Your hands.
Baskia, roll me a Constitution check.
Constitution check. Okay. Oh God. Okay. 16.
Up to you. You can control in this moment. You can control Frosty Fingers.
I'm going to say then that she probably isn't very good at controlling it at the minute because it's brand new. And so, yeah, maybe there's some little smattering of just a frosty...
Yeah, it flies to the air, hits the fire, there's a tss as the water turns to steam. and the fire dies a little bit before coming back.
I need to learn how to control that, otherwise I'm never going to be able to touch anybody again, which isn't ideal. And I'll like try and do the opposite of what I did before, of like making it slightly less. I don't know how I feel about this color as well. Does it look good? I don't know. I don't know about it.
So I'm having absolutely. You're a drow, right?
No,
Oh.
not in this game. In Baldur's Gate,
God,
yes.
so many. I'm melding everything.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness,
so
we
it's
have too
like-
many characters.
Too many characters. Okay, then if they, sorry, I wasn't sure if it was like a drastic change in
It-
colour.
I think so. She's normally like very pale anyway, because she's been like under the ground. So she's normally like kind of white. Her eyes are like fluorescent, flashy, like white, because she's been underground for so long. But she's never been blue. She's just been pale. And now it's not like she's blue like, you know, Avatar, but she's blue like she's just, well, I assume this is
Icy
correct,
blue.
Barnaby. Icy blue. She's like, I don't know, a lighter
I
shade
love
of this.
it because you match me as well. I've got like a blue, icy blue tinge on my fur.
And I'll hold out my arm so that we can put our arms together and compare.
Hey, and look, and I'm touching you, and you don't feel cold to me.
Oh, okay, well that's good. Excellent.
And as you say that, the coins rattle on the table and begin to shake and begin to melt onto the wood of the table. And then the liquid gold begins to flow towards the tooth. And Topiary, what does this look like?
It's like mercury when it rolls around. And it's going to make a base, like a clasp, onto the tooth with a little hook, and then a chain, a nice chain, and it's going to be slow. Like it took a long time to get started. It's going to be slow.
So even even now it's mercury, it's just slowly moving across the table.
And maybe it kind of wibbles and wobbles to the side.
That way, no,
It doesn't
wrong,
do a
other
straight
left.
Yeah, that's exactly. And then when it's done, I will pick it up and I'll bring it back to Pignut.
Pignut, I have made you this gift of your tooth, so it's easier to wear and to display your friendship.
Oh wow! I'm loving a bit of jewelry. This is great fun. Oh, thank you so much, Granny Topes. That took a lot of effort.
Oh, it was nothing.
Honey,
I could do
can
it
give
every
you
day if I wanted to, just once a day, and it would take exactly an hour.
Oh my goodness. Well, let me pay for it using
No,
Sepix money. No?
It's a
Well,
gift.
Oh, thank you. But we should split this pouch I took off Sephic, which has got gems
should.
and money.
So do you want it just like converted all to gold for you?
Yeah.
So
I guess
it's
anybody like wants gems. I don't.
so basically gems and gold all combined, it's 525 gold.
Whoa.
520 divided by 3. I'll do it now. Is 173 each.
Wow.
That is cracking.
Gosh. He was loaded.
So as the evening draws to a close and you
I do want to have a quick pray.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. And you get ready for beds, comfortable beds, after finally vanquishing Sephic, finding the location of the ring, potential location of the ring, after a new direction heading towards Caer Dineval or not, and Caer Koenig, to find what these Druagar are up to and why the speaker of Caer Dineval is unable to leave the castle, being guarded by men and women in black armor, of which you have heard of once before. Topiary, you kneel down or stand or however it looks like when you pray. What do you say? What do you do?
I'm going to go kneel by the window. I'll open one of the panes. So one's shut, one's open. To feel the breeze. And I'll say,
It is I, Topiary Erda, calling you, my giver of powers. Oriel or somebody else? Perhaps you could reveal yourself to me. Am I on the right track? I'm just feeling a little bit doubtful today. Of course, I'm sure everything's totally fine. Are you there?
Roll me a religion check.
7.
So you can add guidance to this because you are technically praying and it makes sense.
10.
Yeah. Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Can I add guidance to this?
Sure.
16.
As you are by the window, looking out, feeling the breeze on your face, looking out across the town and across, you can see over all the roofs, as this is one of the only multi-storied building in Easthaven. And several of the buildings have already started to be sort of taken down to use as firewood. You can look over Icewind Dale. And you feel, as you ask and as you question and as you doubt, you feel a slight rumble, like the rumble of the table, of the coins jangling. And maybe Pignut and Baskia, as you're ready to bed down, you see the slight shake of the table. But it's with a 16 you hear across the wind. Jalmut.
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 Before the window closes.
Have I heard that name before?
You have.
I thought it sounded a bit familiar.
The Goliath who perished and who was decapitated by the Yetis on Kelvin's Khan was looking for a place called Jalmut. And that's where we're going to end today.
Ooh.
Jalmut, Jalmut.
Jalmut, everyone.
Jalmut, Jalmut. I mean, in time.
Squishy flake. Oh no. Squishy face flirt pole.
Sarah doesn't know. Were you
I have no
on?
idea
You have
what
no
that
idea
is.
what that
Yeah,
means.
Don't know what it is.
I was worried I said something like that wasn't politically correct, and then we Googled it, and then there's such a thing as a squishy face flirt pole. It's the first thing that comes up.
That's amazing.
Are we having a long rest now?
Yeah, you'll have a long rest, and we'll pick this up when you guys wake in the morning.
And we're leveling up.
You are level 5.
Oh, yeah.